to Red Mills TV. It's been a magnificent year for Connolly's Red Mills, and I personally have thoroughly enjoyed being part of the team. It all started back last January in a very cold Clonmel, and now we're going to have a look back at the highlights of 2013.
Sorry.
We've got a community of about 60 or 70 brood bitches. We don't use all those. I keep more than we need, and we produce about 350 pups a year. And we bring them right through. We breed them, we rear them, and then we do what we call pre-training and getting them track ready. From there, they're about 16 or 18 months old, and we ship them out to trainers from there.
Oh, look at this. Look. He likes the Red Mills cold. Yeah.
Question for you. What are your aims for the rest of this year?
Just to keep winning races and hopefully competitions. My main aim is always going to be to win the Derby. That's everyone's main target in Greyhounds, I'm sure. But just keep getting new owners coming through the door and keep maintaining the dogs and just keep going the way I'm going, really.
The first two dogs I put up the gallop was Razzle Dazzle Riga, and the second dog that was after him was Razzle Dazzle Luke. He's getting prepared for Australia, and he's going out on the 12th of May.
Racing now around the opening two bends, and it's top number one who is in the front. That's Christy Cole. From in second place, top number three now, Fear Big Star. It's a 1, 2, 3 for all the candidates. Stands they race into the west place. It's top one. It's Christy Cole. Now from here from the second place, top Fear Big Star. The winning time is 28:53. That's Holland Junior, and back in third is 4, that's Jimmy River off. Racing down the back straight, and it's top number 6, it's Barrow Campbell with 5 now, racing up the inside, just the inside. We've a race on here on the finale, and top number 6 is down the front with 4 now, Jimmy River off. And 3 got out of the back, and down the back, and they race off the whole turn. It's top number 3, it's got the inside, they're in the front, racing up the back, and the inside goes on. Second time for the line of races, but 3 goes on. The winning Tommy Hill Jaguar for Graham Holland, the winning time 29.
Well, going in with 3 in the final, you'd want to be getting a result, but no, it was good. Like Fairlock Calvin made the bend. This year went around second. Like he was always a threat from there on, but he's run well through the stake. The couple of nights he got beat, he's run a blinder, you know. So he ran well over 1 last week. Everybody thought that was his box, but I thought looking at last week's running, he'd be well suited to 3. And once he turned second, he was always going to be there or thereabouts. So that's a great win.
That performance tonight.
Yeah, over the moon, absolutely tremendous.
It was in a super time as well.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, it was. He's a very, very good dog, and did the business nice.
And what's the plan next for him?
I don't know. I have to speak to his owner. He probably might stay here for the Red Mills stake that's coming up in next month.
It's not just like a competition that you're running in Ireland. When you're running in the English Derby, at least I feel it anyway, you feel you're competing for Ireland. You feel you're competing for your country as well as for your individual and for your owners and everything else. So I mean, it's something we look forward to every year. And we have a nice team of dogs going over, bringing over 6 for this year. They're all able to run, and you never know, with a bit of luck maybe they'd give it a bit of a rattle.
I suppose we've done it for so long now that it's just second nature. The kids have grown up doing the dogs, and we've always found weekends are a busy time for us anyway, and they fit in, they're part of it, they enjoy it, and it all just falls into place.
Troopy's Jet's been a wonderful servant to the kennels, and the 3 people that own him, Lawrence Blunt, Martin Wakefield and Pascal Taggart, are real icons in the greyhound racing game, and have been wonderful patrons to both Ireland and England in their respective cases. But he's been a very good dog for us. He started away in Thurles. He won an unraced stake in Thurles. We took him to Shelbourne. He went through the Joe Dunn undefeated, and then he won the champion stakes. I think he won like 7 in a row in Shelbourne, which takes a great greyhound to do that.
I think it's the most important step in the future of greyhound racing in the UK and Ireland. I think without a modern state-of-the-art stadium in Wimbledon, both the UK and the Irish greyhound industry is going to go into terminal decline. Now, why do I think that? London is where it's at. That's where you have Wembley, that's where you have Twickenham, that's where you have Wimbledon Lawn Tennis Club, that's where you have the population, that's where you have the money.
Racing, the most important person in racing is the owner, because the owner buys the pups and he rears them, and he pays for the training of them if he hasn't got a trainer. So
it's, you know, when you compare it certainly to the Irish greyhound industry, it's sizable. Very different though, because our financial model is largely driven from people betting away from the track through the tote.
Okay.
So Victorians will bet 900 million Australian dollars per year on greyhound racing. And of course there's a joint venture agreement between the 3 codes of Australian racing: thoroughbreds, harness racing and greyhound racing. Mm-hmm. We have a joint venture agreement with our TAB, with our tote, and we receive a percentage of those profits that come back to greyhound racing. They come back to GRV, and we determine what prize money levels are set for the industry. So in next financial year, we'll pay 39.5 million Australian dollars for prize money across our 13 tracks.
Customers just now, the Clonmel's Red Mills Cup open 5-5, 1 Kilkenny cash, 2 Fiancé Alsatian, 3 Ballybock Hawk, 4 Barefoot All-Star, 5 Skywalker Jet, and 6 is Badminton Girl. They're now behind traps. On away they go, number 3 seems to stumble, coming up Ballybock Hawk in 6 Badminton Girl, clear to the bend from 1 Kilkenny cash in second, around that opening bend, then it's Badminton Girl, out by 3 lengths down to the back, she skipped around that opening corner, moving second is Skywalker Jet, showing a lot of pace in second, Kilkenny cash in third, into the third bend and Badminton Girl, down to a length and a half, Skywalker Jet is challenging, when it gets up the and now up the strolls, number 1 Kilkenny cash wins it, from 2 Fiancé Sensation and 3 Ballybock Hawk. Oh, what a sensation there. It looked as if Badminton Girl was on her way to victory, and then Fate took a hand.
Then he goes, Chris is getting more. Stay away from falling.
Okay, that's great.
Excellent.
One more. Very good.
Get up, Patrick, and let you down there.
Something different and nice to relax on an evening like this evening.
And you here for the Donkey Derby?
Yeah, that's probably the main reason I'm down here for Donkey Derby. I know some of the lads that are jockeying in it, so I was down at the one in Youghal and that was good fun, so I said I'd come down here.
What I'm here for actually is for the Donkey Derby, because a jockey, a friend of mine, just gave me 2,000 on a donkey, so I'm going up to John Mitchell now and I'll take the smirk off his face in a minute.
I was doing too much looking around and
You got a little bit excited?
I slipped off, yeah.
Sean, this has to be the highlight of your career.
Yeah, well, it is, to be honest, and definitely on to Galway now with this donkey.
Oh, definitely. For the plate or the hurdle, did you tell me?
Well, he was in for both, but I think we're going to go for the plate, you know.
Sean, after all that excitement, I'm sure you're going to be back again here next year.
Absolutely, yeah. Good crack there now, and you know, it was a close race in the end, I think.
Did you back the winner? I think Davy Condon threw us all a little bit.
I didn't back anything in that one. I left it off. I'm not a big backing man, so.
I think it's wide open as it is every year, and you'll find dogs coming to the fore that that were previously dogs coming on that didn't look that good early on, that probably will come on, progress through it. There'll be a few dark horses.
But he paced up well to the bend and ran around the outside and down the third bend. I didn't think he was going to get a clean run because sometimes they bump out a bit.
Yeah.
But he ran well and he came home well to qualify, so he's there and
Good.
it's great.
The trap draws just after being done, trap 6, are you happy with that?
Oh yeah, that's where he wants to be. He's a wide runner. Cabberbuck and trap 5, he's good early and he moves out a little bit, but he'll cut in at the first bend.
Okay.
But he's there and that's the most important thing. So.
And how did you get this dog to train?
I got him from Larry. Larry got sick and he rang me up and he asked me would I take a dog for him, and he sent him down Slippery Robert, and he's 13 months old, and I gave him a few hand slips and put him in the box and schooled him, and he done a wolf run in Newbridge one day for me, and that was it. And he's here now today and that's it.
Good. You're one of the youngest trainers in the country. I believe you've only been training for 4 years. Tell me a bit about your career to date.
Career is going well enough. I'm after being second in the Puppy Derby, second in the Ledger, won the Joe Dunn here with Slippery Robert, won the Mulvaney's thing with Arkell Star. So it's going great.
And away to go, 5 shows an early pace as the score the back to the first base commences. 2 on the well away with 3 goes around. This is Chuck up towards the opening bend to go with 2 well away with 4 now. Willow Man and trying to test the front for trainer back Buckley. 5 Gizmo passing first. Ginger McGee runs on back in second. 2 away and a lucky back in third. 6 now, Monty for the favourite getting going to win the challenge with 4 Willow Man for Pat Morgan and Limerick. Here comes 5 Gizmo passing on the outside. 2 away and a lucky. The local runner in the track as well with 4 Willow Man for Pat Buckley still in front. 5 Gizmo passing for Ginger McGee up 1 and 5 wins it. Red Mill 600 yard final. Gizmo passing Gizmo and Mike excited. Passing 3 goals 8 goals.
As I said, I came back from England, set up in Gold, and in a small way handled more than 10 or 12 dogs. Thought that I could make it, found out very quick that I couldn't. An opportunity came in '84 to start doing the groundwork to go to America, And as I said, I was very, very lucky to start with Pat Dalton. Pat passed on every bit of knowledge he had to everybody that worked with him. You learned a lot.
Good evening and welcome to Shelbourne Park. As you can see, I'm sitting here on the winners' podium, but next week is going to be occupied by the Connolly's Red Mills Irish Laurels winner. There's two fantastic semi-finals here tonight, and now we're going to have a look at the first qualifier.
I mean, last year we came here with expectations. There were some good dogs in it last year. We ran a really good race, and luckily we only finished third. But this year we said we'd come back again. We found another dog, and we've come back and we've won it. And I just can't believe we've done it. Absolutely brilliant. The dog's run a real cracker. He's pinged out. He's done everything just like a copybook. You couldn't have written the story.
Brilliant, really delighted now. It's obviously second year down here in Cork in the Laurels, and to be here for the gathering weekend in the I think it's the Rebels weekend. So a Kilkenny man down in Cork, we keep low profile. Like yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, we're delighted. Fantastic final, and really pleased. Very popular winner, and it's been a great run all the way through the heat. So couldn't have had a better final.
Off then a racing, our little mix was out of a flyer from on the outside, Tasmanic Jack. Our little mix gets around, but Tasmanic Jack goes on here, the local runner for Tony Hardican there is leading down the back straight. Our little mix is second, and third is Corkland Mist. Then fourth is Body Count here, but they look like they're down in the watching as Tasmanic Jack's trained by John McGee in Newcastle. Swings for home with 5 lengths clear. Racing to the line, the local winner, Tony Hart, Tasmanic Jack's 28-16.
He's on him last. Okay, that's grand.
Here a motion for the final of the Red Mills Southern Sprint. 1 Satin Jesse, 2 Riverside Cash and 3 Urban Impact, 4 Rushmore Honey, 5 Stunning Buddy and 6 What About Jim? Away in a racing in the final, and 2 comes away very, very well. Riverside Cash and 1 on the inside. Satin Jesse is showing pace. 5 also showing a good boot into the bend, but it is Satin Jesse out in front. 2 on the outside. Riverside Cash, and Riverside Cash has gone to the front again. Oh, it's neck and neck between the pair as they come off the last bend. Satin Jesse just assuredly as they come towards the finishing line. Satin Jesse is the winner of the 2013 Red Mills Southern Sprint. Second is number 2 Riverside Cash, and close for third.
Now you go and grab that video. I can just be careful.
it was Premier Fantasy. But there was just something about him that you would love in a dog, you know. And he had a grand action, he had a grand temperament, everything. He had everything. And we trialled him then in the Shelbourne track, and he did a great run when I got him in the traps the first time.
What's been the highlight of 2013 for yourself?
I would have to say winning the Bar 1 National Sprint with Micheál Hertig's dog just before he was retiring. So it was great that he retired on such a good note, and I'd have to say that was one of them. But the second one was sending Luke to Australia and him winning in Australia and, you know, reaching the top level. To me, that was fantastic.
We had a very good year, can't complain. Obviously, you'd have to think Roxholm Bully be up there with the highs. The great night we had, I thought, now was Harold's Cross, the Puppy Derby. It was never a track I had much luck in.
Okay.
And to win in the style he won in, like, and you know, then the same dog, then he went down to Waterford and won the select stakes there, and like he looks a lovely dog for next year. But you know, Harold's Cross was probably, you know what I mean, it meant the most, because I said we never had much luck, and I said we'd give it another go, and it worked out.
Probably getting Cabra back to the final of the Derby. He came second, which was great, but just to get him to the final was a great achievement, so I think that's probably the highlight of our year.
I'd say Loughnane Brady has been an absolute pleasure to train all year. Winning in Oaks is always special for anyone that has a bitch, and to double that up with the Ledger, and to see then that the last bitch that was romping to work 40 years ago, well, that was just a huge thrill, no doubt. But like, look, it's been a great year. We're all alive and well, that's the most important, but she was definitely out.
John, I hope you enjoyed watching those highlights as much as I did. What's on the cards for Red Mills for 2014?
Well, we'll have the race starting now in Clonmel in January, so we're really looking forward to that. It was a really good stake last year. The dogs that got to the final really went on after and really proved to be top-class dogs, so it was very good.
Good, and I believe Red Mills have a new stake this year.
We have actually Newbridge. It's a new venture for us into Newbridge, and it'll be an unraced bitch stake. And we like to promote bitches. I think Red Mills and myself, we like to promote them. It's the future, the way to go forward, I think. And we're looking forward to having an unraced bitch stake, and it'll be March, April. So we haven't an exact date for it yet.
Brilliant. Well, on behalf of the Red Mills team, I'd like to wish everybody a happy Christmas, and we'll see you in 2014.